Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch Time with your host, Kevin Coriel. Live from JTH Construction Studio. We have a full room of people in here tonight. And let me get to our sponsors real quick. American Basement Solutions. And right now, as wet as it is, you might need to have to call Larry and have him come check out your crawl space, dry space, and foundation. And it's off right now, but I'll pop it up there real quick. Wellspring. Of course, we just did a fundraiser for them, Mr. Bob Goodrum. They handle a lot of the homeless people here in town. Reps Fitness, where Corey is in there 3 times a week, just killing it. 2 times?
I was in there 2 this week. So
okay.
Getting to that.
Go an extra day for me and let me know how I feel.
Okay, all right.
Bland & Boys Lawn Care, who have done a hell of a job on my yard, despite the downpours we've had.
I'm sorry.
You're such a rookie, Beth.
It always happens.
Just Winging It, where you can get fine Porch Time apparel. And of course, Judge Williams with the findhelp.org. And I like this little thing. It helps me remember. We've got some of these.
It's a little jar opener.
You can open your bottles.
You can throw it at people.
Nice. Really?
And you can, and Corey's got one too. And also Stid's Comfort Air. Everybody's happy when they come in here because they said the temperature's perfect and nobody complains. We've already been through it here tonight. So, and tomorrow night on Monday Music Hour, we'll hear Rob go. You can hang the
it's on 72. We're going to crank it down above.
I'm gonna leave it on
65.
like 40 all day and just shut that door when I go to work. All right, let's get to the meat of it. How we doing, Corey? Good day?
Yeah. Worked all afternoon.
Tax season about over, or does it ever end?
It's over, but extensions.
Right.
So fun times.
Bethany with the rookie phone. You doing all right?
I am. I had a busy day.
How about the guest we have in here right now?
I know.
She's excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm real excited.
Volitta Fritsche, how you doing, dear?
I'm doing great, thank you.
We are happy to have you in here, and you have a lot of important stuff coming up. And we're going to show some pictures and go over Camp Fritsche. Is that correct? Am I saying that correct?
Yes.
And this is to help preserve history, Memorial Stone Project. That was what the flyer is. I'm going to show that. Do you mind if I do that?
No, yeah, that's why I brought it.
And if you would, tell us a little bit about what you have coming up and what it all involves. And we got pictures and stuff we're going to show everybody. So
Okay.
please like and share this, folks.
We have done Camp Fritsche since around 2008 is when we started. And occasionally we have a fundraiser with Camp Fritsche, and that's what we're doing this year. So that's what it's all about. This is the first time we're going to have it off of our property, though. We usually do it, the base is at our house, and then we go do other things off the property. But this time we're doing it at the park because we're doing a lot of bigger things like balloon rides, hot air balloon rides.
Wow.
And they won't fit on my property. Well, at least there's too many trees.
I was going to say, might have to land on the roof, but, you know.
Well, we probably got enough land, but not enough clear land because of the trees. So we rented Old Town Waverly Park, which is a beautiful place to have it. And it's got the gazebo. We got 3 bands lined up through the day. And we have, we're starting off with the scavenger hunt, which I've been trying to talk all you guys into getting the team.
Donnell says hello there.
Hello.
Donnell Elsner. I'm sorry.
Yes. Oh, I love her. Actually, her husband built my house.
Oh,
Larry.
cool.
Yeah. But anyway, we have, you can do 1-person team, or you can do 4, you can do 5. You can have as many people on your team as you want for the scavenger hunt. It's going to be walking around the park mainly. You'll have to break some codes to find some of the things with some of the clues, and that's why I thought he would be good at that.
Who's he off air there?
He don't want to bring up
Right.
Anyway, he's good at warrant service. I figured he could find anything, right?
It's the same.
I just gave it away.
I know, right? So there'll be a lot going on. It'll be really fun, and you guys really should do it. I've got the Republicans and the Democrats challenge. The Democrats of Morgan County actually challenged the Republican Party of Morgan County.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, and if you Republicans picked up the gauntlet and said, "We're on. We'll do it."
Are the Democrats going to find more clues later on that night, like 3 a.m? I'm sorry. That's such a bad
that's
joke.
so bad. But no, I'm so proud of them. They stepped right up. When I messaged them and asked them, they jumped right in it.
I know it. I'll catch hate mail for that.
Yeah.
But they, I was glad they did. So I said, well, can I throw the challenge out to the Republicans? And they said, yeah. So I called Daniel, and
You're
Daniel's
getting all
like,
sorts of
yes.
love, Tanya and Leslie.
Hi, guys.
Anyway, and then that guy.
But he's talking to Leslie.
Right. He does
It
he?
took like a tenth of a second.
But anyway, so we're looking really forward to it. The American Legion here from Martinsville is going to be doing food all day, and that's going to start at noon, and it'll run until 8 p.m. The Gold Dust Band will be playing the first part of the afternoon, and then a group called Messenger that plays every year for us at Waverly Festival. They volunteered to do 2 hours in the afternoon, and then the Lance Cameron Band is going to finish out the evening.
We may have had him in studio just here
Oh,
recently.
yeah,
So
we did.
Just Monday.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us what it's about though. What it all,
Okay.
because
So
that's the most important thing.
well, why we're raising the funds? We'll start with I lost my son in Afghanistan in July of 2007.
And I have some photos I want to be putting up here right now when
Okay.
you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe
Yeah.
you can help us through some of these if I can.
So, well, Ryan's a graduate of Martinsville High School in 2002. He played basketball. It was his love. He loved outdoors. I didn't know he wanted to go to the Army until he came home one evening and said, "Mom, you better clean off the table." And I said, "Why?" He goes, "The recruiter's coming tonight." I go, "No, they had career day at the high school." And he invited the recruiter to my house, and they knew I didn't like people coming their stuff on my table. Obviously, that's not for you, but me.
Sure.
I go, no, he's not. And he goes, yeah, he is. You better clean off the table if you don't want to be embarrassed. And so that's when I found out he wanted to go to the Army. So anyway, from there, he signed up. Well, actually, he was 17. He wanted us to sign so he could do early entry.
Early entry, right?
Mm-hmm. And so we tried to not do that, but he wanted that. So my husband and I did that, and he started getting the points they earn, so they don't go in as a E2. Is that what it is?
E1, and then
So
they
move
progress,
up.
right?
So they can start up.
And is that his basic snapshot there?
Mhm.
Yeah, those
That's
are always
basic.
fun. Yeah.
Mhm. That's what I like that one better. They sent us one right before he went to Afghanistan.
Mhm.
I guess they do that when they're getting deployed to a combat area.
Mhm.
I didn't know it until after, but they did give us one. But this one is my favorite because it's got those big blue eyes.
No.
But anyway, so they took him 12 days after graduation. The recruiter came to the house, took him up to maps, whatever it's
Maps, and
called,
away you go.
and did all the tests. And eventually he got in. So he was picked to go to the Old Guard in Washington, D.C., where he did 5 years there with the Old Guard.
For those that don't know, those are the ones that guard the Tomb of the Unknown
Mhm.
and some other very ceremonial, very historical sites in D.C. And
Right.
you are the best of the best to get even nominated to go to that.
Yeah, and he was there for 5 years, and he liked it. I mean, Ryan always loved history, and he was very respectful of the job that they had. But he didn't, and that picture that you have on your computer screen, I don't know if it's up there.
Yeah,
but
it'll come. It's just delayed a little.
this is Ryan standing at the front saluting. He was the squad leader in that soldier's funeral. So
We went and witnessed the changing of the
changing
guard,
is
and that is
wonderful,
one of the
isn't it?
most
mm-hmm,
amazing things. And those guys are so crisp,
it
and
is.
there they are.
Mm-hmm. So that's Ryan after he'd been there a few years. That particular picture was in the Washington Post on Memorial week, of May back. I don't remember what year it was, but he said, "Mom, I'm in the paper," and sent me that. Of course, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm really proud. But
You should be. That's a hell of an honor right there.
so he was 5 years there, but he was on a helicopter that was assigned to keep going up to Dover as the war progressed in Iraq. Our soldiers, we were short, and they were doing triple duty up there, and we were losing a lot of guys, and Ryan had to go to Dover on the helicopter and bring them back, and it was a really sad job for him.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, "I need to be over there with the guys. I got to be over there with the guys." Mom tried to talk him into staying at the Old Guard because they had offered him another tour there, but he felt drawn to go, so he signed up and went. Sadly, his father had cancer, and he came home. He got deployed. He was going to go to Afghanistan, and at that time we were fighting a lot in Iraq. And so weirdly, I was glad he was going to Afghanistan because I didn't know it was the real hot spot. None of us did. So, I was thankful that's where he was going. Little did I know that we Americans just didn't know that that's where they suspected bin Laden of bringing supplies in from Pakistan at the time, but that was all secret, So he went and he came home right before when his father was probably about 2 weeks before his father died. And he got to be there with him. But then about a week after, he had to go back. Well, his unit had got deployed from Germany, that's where they were, and got sent up to Afghanistan. So when he got back, he was behind his group. And he eventually caught up to him, but he had to serve on an air base up there for a little while before. And then he was the first sergeant, and he wasn't first sergeant, he was staff sergeant. One of the guys on one of the teams in Afghanistan sprained his ankle. They're just very mountainous, and you've got some pictures of that too, very mountainous. And so
I didn't get all those loaded. I apologize.
Okay, that's all right. But they called him up for that particular duty. So he was squad leader that day. But anyway, in that day-long battle, he lost his life. And in January, that's when he was in Africa. But I thought he had KP duty, and you can see they're going to have him for dinner, I think, because Ryan's the one sitting in the middle.
Right. How you doing, Steve?
There's
There's
an army.
non-military-minded people. KP duty is kitchen police.
Yeah, kitchen police. KP.
Well-
that gentleman right there, that's Steven. He's a buddy of mine. He's an Army. And same tours and all that. So he's a good dude.
Thank you you for that. And all of you veterans, thank you all for your service. But I threw some in of Africa because that was his first deployment there.
I just thought it was a good picture, a fun one.
Yeah. Well, there's all these guys that's lost their lives. They had a life before, and sometimes it's hard to remember that, but they did. And Ryan had a good life, and he loved his life, and you can see.
Yeah.
But anyway, so. And he was killed in July, and in January, the Army, there was a outpost in Afghanistan, 15 miles from the border, which is where in the same mountain range that he lost his life in the battle. And they named this outpost, it was called Warhite at the time, and the government changed it in honor of Ryan to O.P. Fritsche.
I seen that. I didn't get it in there, but that's.
I put the
Maybe I do
the
have that
government
one.
order.
I hope I.
Well, you do have the rendering of the stone I saw on there, and that's part of what we're doing. So right now,
That one.
well, that's the stone itself. So when the government named that outpost Outpost Fritsche, someone, and we don't know who, but they made that white stone that you saw. That's what we're working to get it to look like. So the white stone was made by someone unknown, and it was put up in Afghanistan at the entrance of O.P. Fritsche. And you can see it talks about Ryan on there. And some soldiers there in 2009, First Sergeant John Hill, he emailed me and said, I'm in charge of O.P. Fritsche, and we would like to know your son. And
Ryan Melton. Hey, Mom, too.
he stayed with him a lot.
Yeah.
TJ's in here, and that was his best friend in school. But he lives in Tennessee now, by the way. So
That's
he's
awesome.
writing from Tennessee.
Yes, sir, Steve. On that, he rests in
All
all
of our hearts. That's awesome.
But he, so they had this stone in front of O.P. Fritsche, and the first sergeant found me on email and wrote to me and said, I'm serving at O.P. Fritsche. I'm the officer in charge here. And we would like to know your son because this would be in 2009. And so he'd been gone 2 years. And so I had wrote this book called Why Ryan, and he asked if he could get a copy of it. And he said, I'm making every soldier here read it. And I go, okay, sure. So I sent it to him. This was probably in September of 2009 because it takes about 3 weeks to get stuff to Afghanistan. And at that time, well, when the internet and stuff goes dark, when they're over there, then you knew something was going on. So all of a sudden everything went dark. I knew this from Ryan's. They would close it off because they wouldn't want them showing us pictures and stuff
Sure.
of what was going on, and they didn't want all the parents freaking out and the wives and stuff. So they it went dark, and I wasn't hearing from John, and I was trying to find out if he got the book. Well, on October 3rd of 2009, they were attacked, and if you've seen the movie The Outpost, that's Camp Keating, and that Camp Keating, O.P. Fritsche was the observation point for Camp Keating. So that battle that on October 3rd of 2009 was the Battle of Camp Keating. The Taliban came across from Pakistan, hit Fritsche, took over Fritsche and Camp Keating, killed 8 American soldiers in that, which John Hill was in that battle, the one that had been talking. That's why they had went dark and everything happened. It's really, really sad. If you watch the show, you'll see the guys, and some of them, you know, I had talked to, and you make these relationships even though they're long
Sure.
distance relationships, and you care about them, you know, just. But anyway, so John, after the battle, they went to reconnaissance to seek. They actually called in air support, and America bombed the forts because they didn't want the Taliban, because they run
Sure.
us out. They didn't want them getting our stuff. So they actually bombed it and destroyed. The Camp Keating got destroyed. And on one of the pictures, which you probably didn't get loaded, but I have
In the valley, showing the pics. Yeah.
and it has a picture of Camp Fritsche after it was bombed. So you could see it was devastated. Everything was devastated there. And they went back in to see if they could find anything. Well, that stone was still there, and it wasn't destroyed.
Wasn't touched.
Oh.
So
That's incredible.
John, he told them, don't come back without that stone. Now, if you look at those mountains, you got to carry things on your back.
Yeah.
And that stone is heavy. It's marble.
Yeah.
It don't look that much, but it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. And so it's very heavy. And they carried that thing down that mountain. And then I'm not sure how, but it ended up in Fort Carson, Colorado.
Mhm.
And then John Hill.
Somebody snuck it on a plane.
They did. They
Guarantee
did. And John Hill and Sergeant John Francis, they took it upon themselves to find us and get a hold of us, and they wanted that stone to come here. So Roger Coffin was in charge of the Veterans Memorial here, and when I saw this stone, well, in one of the pictures, Roger's there with us. He's there when we get it, but at first, the boys were having a hard time, and the post office and all the places, FedEx and everything, wanted $1,000 to ship it here because it's so heavy. And John says, we're not having it. He shamed them into getting it here. They didn't charge him no $1,000 either.
Don't you have friends that can just jump in a car and drive out there?
Well, we
would've.
discussed
I know.
it.
I've got guarantee they would have.
We discussed it,
I'd
but
gone to Nuristan province to get it if I had.
carried it down that mountain, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, but John got it, and Martinsville post office received it, and so Roger thought the memorial would be a perfect place for us to put it, and so it went there, and they had a steel frame made for it.
I'm looking for it,
Yeah,
but I can't.
and they placed it in there into the memorial, and it's a beautiful memorial here that we have.
Mhm.
It's just beautiful, and the everything over there is black onyx, though.
Mhm.
If you know, see how the metal frames around it, just in the picture there, with the white stone. That's what it's framed in now. Well, in a couple of years after being there, that paint, it was exposed to the elements, and the paint started wearing off. The Iraq flag, or the Afghanistan flag there, was almost wore off. And so we had to remove it, and Monty Hopkins had it repainted and fixed, and he enclosed it in plexiglass. That's why it's shiny like that. But over the last couple of years, the plexiglass seal broke. And so bugs and everything have got in there, and it's messing up the paint again. So
We'll get it fixed.
to keep it long term, to make it be a long term piece, we discussed it, and Bruce McKee.
I was going to say that's
Well,
first
he
guy.
called me last fall. It was during COVID, and he wanted to get he wasn't familiar with the history of the stone, but he had been over there. He's honoring everything there.
Well, we helped with the new the monument on the other end.
Oh, the one with this
Yeah.
gun and the boots.
Yeah, we helped raise money for that for him.
Oh, okay.
Well, on the got the Army Navy. Where they do taps from? Right there by.
Oh,
the,
yeah, up on the square.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I remember he had the big
Yeah.
fundraiser because
Yeah.
I donated with that.
Yeah.
But he asked if they would get a fundraiser together and to make a black onyx stone for Ryan, because everything in that park is black onyx.
It
When
is.
you go in
Yeah.
there, it's all, it's very beautiful. Well, I said, well, I appreciate that, but the stone itself is the historical artifact, because I told him that story and he goes, oh, I didn't know that. He goes,
Yeah.
no, we don't want to get rid of that stone. But that made me feel that the black onyx theme is what we really need to keep in there. And we're going to have to do something to protect the stone. So,
There's got to be something we can encase it in to seal
Right.
it.
I already know the person. We'll talk about that.
okay, well, we have went to, so to if you just look at the white stone, you're going to just see Ryan. And when you walk in there, if you don't know the story at all, then you think, oh, that's nice, but it's just a memorial stone of one soldier. Well, the history facts are the battles of all the things that went on, how the soldiers got it here, all of that has meaning. And that order, the government order that's etched on the bottom, we wanted somehow to get that in there. So that when a stranger walks through, they'll understand what it's all about.
What
'cause
that stone's
yeah,
for.
what it's
Right.
about. So Roger and I talked, and so they were going to try to get the black onyx, and we were going to try to encase it in there. Well, the person that did all the other black onyx is no longer doing it. I don't know who that was or anything, but we went to Kokomo, and we were going to get it from them, and they get their black onyx. Now, who knows all this stuff? I don't know, but they get their black onyx from Pennsylvania. And it's a lighter black onyx than this black onyx, because this is made in India. And so he said, I can't match that with US stuff. So he's going to order it from India, which is going to take a lot longer. And we had discussion whether they should mount it on the top and let it stand out, or put it down in the stone so it's level, which that's the way I preferred it. And then I thought it would match everything over there better, because the white really stands out. And so if they put it down in the black, then the only white will be the top. Now they're going to etch that order on the front. That black picture you just showed was the one that's the way we're planning to do it, and have the etching done on the front with the Department of Defense seal and everything on
Number
there.
2, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
It's coming back up slowly.
I bounced
So-
through all of them.
I know I talk fast, but I'm trying to throw a lot
No,
of
no, no,
stuff
you're
out
fine.
You're
here
fine.
to
We have plenty of time. You're good.
let you know the relevance of why we're trying to do it. It's not just about
Well, he's a hero
remembering
for
Ryan,
one.
Yeah,
I know he's your son, but he's a hero to this country for what he did. And obviously his peers appreciated and loved him enough that he did so much they named a place in his honor, And that stone survived a hell of a war and then made it back here.
right.
So least we can do is protect that.
And I want, it's not on here, but I want to have on maybe the back, but it's just the way things are positioned over there where that stone sits. But I want to have it on October 3rd, that these soldiers lost their life, and that they saw that stone was left there, and that they made sure it got back.
Yeah.
Those two
Mhm.
are, I want their name on there somewhere.
Because that ran hand in hand with it. That's, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's history, and it is our history. I mean, it's, before I die, I'd like to have it so I don't worry about it. I won't worry about it when I'm dead, obviously, but I mean, I won't worry about it anymore, losing the paint and that kind of thing. And I want it to be nice with the rest of the memorial.
It's a beautiful memorial over there,
Mhm.
and it'll fit in well, and we'll figure out.
Well, what we're planning is this fundraiser to get this.
Camp Fritsche.
I've got about half of it already, because the people donating to the
Nice.
community foundation. So I've raised about half the money so far, and so we haven't had the event yet. So hopefully, events are hard. You do enough events yourself, so
Right.
they're hard to predict what you're gonna get.
You don't know if 20 people are going to show up or 200 people.
I know, and you
Yeah.
got to plan for either way.
That's right.
So that's what we're doing, but there's a lot of people supporting it and helping. So, And I've had like 4 80-year-old ladies say they want to ride that tethered balloon. And I'm so happy for that because they want to get in that balloon. They said, "This is so cool. We want to do this."
Kevin should ride with them.
Negative.
Yeah.
What if they cut the rope and they're like, we're out of
Well,
here?
depending on who gets in it, we might cut some rope. We haven't decided yet.
Can
But we
can I give you a few names?
Yeah, we'll get them in there. You know, maybe we can get
We
them.
could get some serious donations to get Kevin in that.
No, we could not. No.
Yes,
Tim's got an
No.
idea.
That is
like
not
it.
happening.
It's working. I like
You want to see me
it.
melt?
Get some sponsors. We
I don't
could
even
get
like jumping
sponsors.
because that's too high for me. All right, I don't like heights at all.
He could take his phone and go live.
No, that sounds like a Billy job to me.
Well, he says go live on Scavenger. Scavenger hunt is at 1 to 3, but you sign up from 11 to 12:45 because it starts promptly at 1. And you can go live there, and you can get back in time. The balloons start at 4.
I'm not interested.
do
I'm not
both.
interested in balloons.
We've got a team right now. with Scavenger
I know
Hunt.
Yeah,
you do. I'm
perfect.
looking at you right now.
Camp Fritsche will be a day of fun and celebration. We will start off the amazing fun competition, competitive scavenger hunt.
Mhm.
All ages welcome. Silent auction will go on all day.
Mhm.
Food will be served by the American Legion. We'll have live music, dance if you're so inclined. Probably won't be doing that. And on top of that, tethered hot air balloon rides will be available for donation. Come out and help us raise funds the fun way. How high does the tether go? Just 20 feet, maybe?
100 maybe.
Negative.
100. No, but we
No.
wanted them to get higher than the trees so that you can see
Why?
the river.
No,
because it'll be
Yes,
I can
beautiful.
drive by the river. and see it all
sunset on the
day.
river. You know, it'll be beautiful from
It
the
will.
balloon right
It
up
will.
through there. So nice.
Yeah. Tanya says she's not getting in, so there you go.
Tanya, you were supposed to go with me when we went on the real one.
Mhm.
And she got sick. She couldn't
I
go.
remember the pictures and that stuff you posted when you went in the room.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was really fun. I want to do it again. It's fun.
Can I show you some videos of hot air balloon stuff?
Well, I know they just had a tragic in New Mexico.
Oh, I did not know that. I'm making
they
light.
crashed
I
one.
saw that.
Yeah, it was really
Aw.
sad. But, you know, you can walk out
Figures
here
I
and
put
get
my
run
foot in my
over.
You
mouth.
can.
So, live your life. Live your life, man.
If there was 40 tethers holding that thing down and it was 10 feet high, I may do it. So.
Oh my gosh.
Well, maybe we can ask Andy, who's the Bloomington Balloon guy.
Is that who it is? The
Yeah.
Bloomington guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We can ask him maybe to do that for you.
Well, if
I
she
don't
jumped
know.
out of a plane, what's so scary about doing a hot air balloon?
Me and her, I said, we're
You
going for-
skydive? Both of you guys?
We did. We survived. We did that at Camp Fritsche in 2011. We
Ryan
did
was an
that.
outstanding man, missed playing basketball. That's Dan Terrell.
Aw. Thank you.
You went skydiving
Mhm.
with Tanya?
Mhm.
She pushed you out?
No. The guy that was tethered to me pushed me. I think he thought I was chicken out.
I
He
never
smacked
could
my
understand
head.
jumping out of a perfectly good plane myself. That's, yeah.
I get it. But this was one of the things we did at Camp Fritsche. I think it was 2011.
Yeah.
We do different things, you know. So that year we did that.
So next year we should have it at the Franklin Flying Field.
That's where we went. I think we was
Yeah.
we went out by Morgantown and up through the country. there.
Over by
Is that-
Atterbury? Yeah.
That's where we went and did ours.
So the fundraiser this year is to help preserve
Preserve the stone.
Preserve the stone.
If we've had a scholarship fund with the Community Foundation since 2008, and we that's why we had occasional fundraisers with Camp Fritsche to keep that fluent, and it's doing well. We give $2,000 out a year for a Morgan County student that's who interested in a career in public service, any kind of public service.
That's fantastic.
and
Type it.
if,
He's got it.
if we would
Like 31st.
raise more than we need for this town, see, I'm optimistic.
Then it can
Right.
kick
It
into
goes
that.
kick right into the
Yeah,
Say
scholarship.
the Dan
Mhm.
Page, Dan Page is
I'm
asking.
gonna
what the
type
name-
it.
Tim
Go ahead,
Corey's going to
Lee.
type it. What's the total you're looking for the stone? Do we know?
My goal is 10,000.
$10,000.
So
I think we can get that. I mean, it's pretty easy.
that's the gist of it for
I have a
31st.
I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do, and this is a long shot, but
Corey's getting ready to say something without.
What? No, I'm not. I was
For-
looking for.
first thing I'm going to do when we get off
Time.
here is track down the number that I have for the. You know who Horse Soldier Bourbon is?
I don't think so.
Remember the movie 12 Strong? The original guys into Afghanistan, the Green Berets.
I don't.
They
think I want-
started 12 or a Horse Soldier Bourbon.
Oh,
I'm trying to get them here. They almost came 3 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
They were in Indy. Just 2 of them were up there. They're going to be in Louisville later this month, and they're going to get back with me. So I may reach out to them and say, hey, we need a fundraiser idea, just to see what they say.
Okay, cool.
Because I mean, they were there. They were there originally before anybody, and those guys are phenomenal. Good dudes. I talked to one of them on the phone for about a half an hour, and he says, "Yeah, if we can, we'll gladly come hang out and talk with you." And you know, just
That'd
how
be
they are.
awesome.
But he goes, "Right now we're in Indy, and then we're off for a little bit, and I'm riding my Harley out to Montana." I was like,
Wow.
I guess you do that when you're a Green Beret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride my Harley out to Montana because that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yeah.
So they're good dudes, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of them and maybe get them involved somehow.
So do they just do they travel around and do
They're
speaking
promoting they're
engagements, or-
promoting their bourbon.
Oh.
That's Horse Soldier bourbon. They just after they got out of the Green Berets and then they went into some other things after that. I think in 2012 they started. A lot of them can't unplug that group, and so they need to stay busy doing something, and
Sure.
and so they all went together, and a few of them went together in on this, and they're good guys though. Talk to them on the phone, and just in awe of them, you know, because they're heroes.
There's a group from Franklin that's marching into Old Town Waverly that day. Brian Alvey heads that up. It's called Warriors 110.
Okay.
And he has put a event page on Facebook. And it's a 15-mile hike. And they're leaving the courthouse in Franklin that morning at 7 a.m. And they're inviting anybody that wants to march with them. I guess we wouldn't have to march. But it's a 15-mile walk-in. And they're walking from Franklin to Camp Fritsche.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And he asked if I cared, and he actually knew Ryan. He was a drill sergeant for me when I ran the boot camp at the sheriff's department, and he was in the military, and he came once a month there loyally and did the drill sergeant, and he was with us during Ryan's funeral, this Brian Alvey. And so he saw that we were doing this, and he contacted me and said, would you mind if we did this? I thought it was cool. So
Oh yeah.
What? Give the details about
You
the
got-
march again.
it's called they're calling the Warrior 110.
Where are they coming from in Franklin?
They're leaving the courthouse at 7 a.m. on that morning, 31st,
Awesome.
and marching in. 15 miles.
Is the auction online for the fundraiser?
No, because I'm not technically good. I'm not good at doing anything like that.
I know a group that's pretty good at doing online auctions.
See, I don't know anything.
Ready to auction off?
We have Brandy, Ryan's
Yeah.
widow, and her mom are doing that for me, and we've been collecting things, and I've been taking it to their house for them to fix up for that day, because I've never done
Oh
one.
man,
Look at that.
Oh,
I told you.
Tanya.
No, we don't allow crying on the show. I'm
because
telling
we don't
you.
have Kleenexes.
We
just
don't
have
have.
these.
I got shirt
Hey, I'm
corners.
country. I can do that.
Use Timmy's sleeve or something.
I'll use his if you're gonna come to Camp Fritsche and do all this stuff.
we will.
I'll use
Well, I'm
his
not doing no
sleeve.
boot camp stuff. Them days are long
No,
over.
you don't
though.
have to march in.
I'll
You
be-
can just get in the.
I'll be lucky to
pavilion.
make it out of my car without breathing
I
heavy.
want to do it all. I want to do the march and the scavenger. So
Tanya, God bless you. That is phenomenal. Let's catch up with chat here real quick. I saw a gentleman. Julie says it's great bourbon, which I have not tried it yet.
We just want it.
Where can you find
we
it?
just-
bottle is phenomenal.
We just want the bottle.
up at 20. Where were they in
I don't know.
21st?
21st Amendment or what is it?
Yeah,
What is it?
just
in the
outside of Indy.
yes, you can get it up in Indy. I'll have to
What's
get
it called again?
Horse Soldier Bourbon.
Horse Soldier.
bottle.
And the monument, if you want to see something
Yeah.
cool,
Oh, I got a
Google Horse Soldier Monument, Ground Zero, New York.
Kept the picture. of
And
the
these guys
bottle.
went into Afghanistan and rode horses and fought the Taliban
Yeah,
and
there's the-
kicked the living hell out of them.
that's the actual
and
monument.
politics is the only thing that would
There's
stop
their-
Or it would have been over
That monument's
long
in
before.
New York City.
12 of them, and all 12 of them came home with only one injured.
Oh wow.
And the story is phenomenal. No one knew about it until long after. But they are some of the best fighters, warriors this country.
This is July 31st.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you said $10,000.
Mhm.
You just got half of it. So I say we shoot for 20 now.
Yeah, right.
We got
Well,
till July
it's
Well, we
a
31st.
don't stop.
win-win.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't
crying
stop.
with you. My husband is amazing.
It's a win-win because the kids, like I said, anything that we get over will go into our scholarship fund, and it'll just go back to Morgan County kids. So
Edna Connor says, hi, sis. I'm not sis, so I'm assuming it's you.
Yeah.
We're getting close to your total now, so.
Betty, did you get Betty?
Oh, I miss Betty.
What did Betty say?
Just God bless you, Volitta.
Hi, Betty.
Oh, there she is. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you,
Betty.
Betty.
Betty, this time I wasn't ignoring you. I apologize.
This time.
That's phenomenal.
Well, that's what we're planning, and
We could probably help out with
I was going to say on
items
your
online.
items, if you give me a list of some items, maybe we can do the silent auction. Don't do it like our normal auction, but give a list and say, if you want to make a bid on these now, let's make a bid on them now, and at least get pictures up for them and let people know in advance of the day, so maybe we're getting that number up. Fair enough.
So just get pictures of them and raffle them off right here online, auction right.
Okay, we can do that too.
It might be too confusing to do it online and then she does it
That's
at
true.
the site.
So just bring them in here and we'll
So
do
we
it.
need to do one or the other.
So, you think I should have Brandy get with you or something to? Because I honestly know nothing about.
Let's look at the
auctions.
calendar. We don't either. Honestly, we have no clue.
I've heard you guys doing them.
No, we've done a lot of fundraisers over the years,
Mhm.
but we've never done one for a Gold Star family.
No. That hits home there. That's good stuff.
Do you know how many items you have? 10 items, 30
Oh,
items?
Probably.
Why don't we do it
probably
the-
10 right?
Why-
Well, maybe.
Why don't we
12.
shoot for Saturday the 24th in the afternoon to have everything here, and we'll just bust ass and get it done.
That's
It's
not this next weekend, but the weekend after?
That's
2
fine.
weeks.
Because one lady's making a quilt and she's
Not
gonna-
ready yet.
and Nancy Maxwell's doing a painting. She's starting a new series. You know Nancy from the
yeah.
well, she's doing going to start a new series, and she can tell you about it. But she asked about donating the first one in the series to the fundraiser, and it's going to be of the memorial.
Oh,
And so
wow.
I'm really excited about
we had
that.
some of her pieces in the Wellspring
Yeah.
auction. Yeah.
I'll get a hold of Bruce too, get him involved, and
Okay.
Jerry,
Okay.
because they love this, and
Yeah.
they're very good guys. you
Jerry
know.
was trying to get us some a sponsor from
I know.
drinks and stuff. But
What is-
we appreciate anything that you can do.
Oh no,
We're-
this is a done
we're-
deal. What's
Do you want to do
You want to do
Saturday
the
instead
auction
of
that day, or
Sunday? We
just
usually
get
do
things
Sundays.
together that day?
what's Cedar Creek at that
Henry
Saturday?
Summer's that
Henry
night.
was that night.
Henry Lee Summer.
Henry Summer.
Wait a minute.
And Melon Cougar.
No, we're just
Yeah, but
Sunday.
No, he was just asking me what was going on.
Yeah, don't take away from
He said
anybody.
no. Were you
No, we're not.
wanting to get things together just Saturday and then do it Sunday like normal?
Yeah, we usually do it on Sundays. You wanna
Get
do
it together Saturday and do our auction Sunday. And what I'm talking about
Yeah.
out there, because there'll be 5,000 people
We'll
there.
promote it out there. Yeah.
Oh, do the
Ask
auction
Ro-
out there.
No. Ask
No.
Rob if we can go on stage and promote it at some point in time during the break.
Okay.
Say, this is
Oh.
for a Gold Star family. This is what it's about.
So get on stage, Cedar
Promote the
Creek,
hell out of it
Saturday night,
for Sunday.
and do it on Sunday.
Woohoo!
Gotcha.
Thank you, Julie.
I'm
Thank
all
you.
caught up
Woohoo!
now. It
I
just,
think we better get some more items. It sounds like to me.
I think it'll
Hey.
be fine.
Donate.
We had over 100 here. Well, we can do whatever.
You may just only have one item and someone come through with $5,000. That's the way this works here somehow. That's what they do. Not us. It's
I
them.
know, they're-
Just like Tanya.
I mean, we were selling pans of lasagna for $500.
Have you had her lasagna?
Who? Tanya's?
Tammy.
Just Tammy
No.
McClary.
No, I
Very
haven't.
free.
I just works for the court. Yeah.
It
Well,
weighs
and-
about 20 pounds.
You can't hold it up
Oh.
with one hand. You
Yeah.
have to two-hand it, and then you're like, holy
it's
smokes.
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
We
and-
sold the first one for $500.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Had they had it before the person
Yes.
got it?
And they
Yes.
weren't
So
giving
they-
up on it. So.
We were selling pans of cinnamon rolls for $500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
well,
that
we
from
can add
Brad?
some items.
yeah.
Dean would grow out a.
I can probably talk
Another
to
meal.
Brad. And
Well, yeah,
get
we
some-
just sold a salmon
Dean cooks.
dinner
Dean's
for
he's a
$350.
griddle guy, and Dean's a grill guy. And Dean cooked us 2-pound slab of salmon for $350.
Oh, wow.
Salmon, baked potatoes,
And
and a
it
Caesar salad. Yeah.
Was amazing. I mean,
Who
we
was
didn't get to eat it.
Was it
but-
Mr. Wisco?
Wisco.
Yeah,
I
Jim
think.
got
He
it. Yeah,
came
Jim and Lindsay
back.
got it.
And I think threw another 20 on it. And said, Dean, that was the best damn food I've ever
No,
eaten.
he bumped it up to like $450 or
Yeah,
something.
$100 more or something. It was that big.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah, it was amazing.
Cheryl Blade is a hero too, and I agree 100%. You're getting a lot of love on the
She-
show.
She
You want to sit here and just take over? And just do it?
Well, she has worked her butt off. She has went to all these restaurants and got the donations for
Aw.
the prizes.
Yeah.
So scavenger hunt's going to eat well.
Nice.
Now you're talking my language.
a lot of the restaurants.
We get to
here-
eat while we're scavenging?
No, if you win.
Yeah, because that's
Oh, that's no fun.
You
But
have to win, Kevin.
but-
You have to win.
American Legion is having food up there.
yeah.
though.
American Legion here's doing the
We'll
food.
just
See-
win the scavenger.
Yeah, you don't want me eating and getting a hot air balloon because then there could be issues, frontal and out the mouth. So
Well, just know it gets on with you.
right, I'll
Or-
make sure. I'll
Or
make sure
stands around below.
I fertilize the whole farmland in
Yeah,
that area if that's the
be by
case.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Gross.
Y'all gonna put me in a balloon? We're gonna
So
play
if,
this
if
until.
they have 10 to 12 items, then maybe we just need to get donated baked goods and
How many items do you have?
I think there may be 10 or 12 out there now. I don't have Nancy's yet. That's why I was thinking at the time. Nancy knows when it is. I
Baked
don't have-
goods go over well.
Well, okay.
Baked goods go over well. Tickets to events like sporting events go over well.
Okay.
Things of that nature. And we've only learned this stuff by
doing it.
doing it.
Okay.
Volitta's my hero. Christina, Volitta, lovely. Look at this.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Christina and Edna
And Betty.
and Betty and Cheryl. I saw Steve on there.
I think Betty would be good in the balloon too, though.
Yes, she asked me
With
online.
one of her
what
hats.
we were
One of her
doing.
hats. Yeah.
She needs to be on there with a hat.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right, Ted?
Betty, we're nominating
Betty.
you.
Are we
Betty, you better
tethering
be
that
up
or
there.
untethered?
Oh,
Teasing Betty. Teasing Betty.
Don't let him get you down, Betty. I got your back.
I was just asking.
I'll keep your rope.
We always tease. We always tease Betty.
I started teasing her when I first moved in here, when she drove past 6 times in an hour. We didn't want to know what we were doing. So from that
Crime watch. Crime watch.
from
She's
that
on
point
it.
on, yeah, I'm online and go, Betty, why you out of my house? I'm not. I'm like, you're right here now, Betty. You're right in front of my house.
She is on it.
We need more than 12 items.
Okay.
You're going to need about 75 to 100. So we're going to have to ask people to come through for this.
They want a
100.
dog
Wow.
bone.
75 to 100.
I mean,
75 to 100 items.
I
she
need,
went to one of those dog bone pulls made out of truck bed.
That was pretty cool. I don't think we don't need 700. That's a lot.
Well, if she has 12, we'd
That's
do
only
12.
60 more. 60. That's only 60 more items. We
we get will be fine.
Yeah.
right. I'm just
Whatever.
saying. We normally have around
But you
100
donate.
items.
Yeah, but then you start bundling everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tanya's going to
I
donate
have
all
20
hers.
tickets to the rest of Cedar Creek concert, except July 4th. You can have the entire package to auction off.
See, she must be
This
going
is
to
what
July
we're
24th
Yeah.
concert.
Yeah, that must be the Queen one. Let me look at the.
See, Henry Lee
Thank
and
you,
Melon.
sis.
Oh, is that it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Melon Cougar.
Yeah.
I want to go
Well,
to the
that's
Queen
where
one.
the banana bread and the
Banana bread, zucchini bread, nut bread.
Who's Scotty Manley's brownies always go high?
Scotty Manley, we need to get a hold of him.
Scotty, if you're out there.
Yeah, Saturday, August 7th is one that I want to go to.
Christina, I think we're going to do it 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
Betty said no balloon riding. How about a skydive?
No blue.
So,
No balloon ride, Betty? Really?
July 24th, right? 5th.
25th.
Is that right?
24th Saturday.
We've never done two so close together.
Yeah, this is a little different.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a different.
And we're going to do another one
I know. I was
eventually.
getting ready to say. I think it's still gonna.
We're still going to do the
just
other one
fine.
too.
Yeah.
Don't get this one mixed up with the one we talked about. I
No,
talked
I
about
meant
last
we
night.
just did Wellspring. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. And now.
This one will do fine. As Timmy said, this is for a Gold Star family
Right.
and very deserving cause here.
All the
No crying.
You're gonna
Porch
make me
time,
cry.
you know?
I've done pretty good. I have.
Does he have his
sucked it
taser?
up,
If she cries.
I know Sherry making me cry. She's
But-
gonna cry. She makes me cry.
Yeah.
Right. It just starts snowballing.
Yeah, but I think all the veterans and the families. You know, I heard someone talking and said that the families, the veterans, you know, were thankful, but there's so many wives and babies out there that never got to know their mom or their dad, and God love them.
Yeah.
You know.
I know different scenario, but when we were in, my mom and dad lived every moment of that with us every step of the way. And when something goes wrong like that, that's who's left.
Yeah.
And so,
And a
Now
lot
I'm
of
on
them.
the opposite end.
yeah,
and there's-
right. Now he's got Keaton in, so he's
Yeah.
experiencing it.
You know how it is. You're proud of them.
There you go. I would love to donate. That's Julie. Hang on.
Best golf course in the state.
Best golf course in the state.
Right there.
And of course, Sam has been on the Sport Nut show in here. I would love to donate some of the golf course. I have season tickets to IU basketball. Happy to donate tickets to the game. Call me in the golf course next weekend. Either you can, or we'll get a hold of her, one of the two, and get something going on that, Julie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. I just was out there yesterday with the historical partnership volunteering, which I did something I never did before either, was drive the beer truck.
Yeah, that's always
I
fun.
never did that before.
Do that.
Right.
Because
Who you got to know out there to do that
Beth
game?
has experience with that.
do that.
That's
yeah.
fun.
Beth did
I
that
never
for
had
ours.
done that before, but they they needed people to volunteer to watch the holes because they were giving away a car or something.
Like a hole in one or something.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
go, I don't know nothing about it, nothing about that, and I'm not getting into controversy. And they go, well, you couldn't drive the beer truck.
Teresa Gold Star family, Volitta Camp Fritsche.
I don't know.
We're raising money. We need about 10 grand. She did a great job. No crashes. That's good. That's good. So, and actually, we've already been. Someone already said they will donate $5,000 just already tonight. So she has the camp coming up on July 30th or July 31st at Old Town Waverly Park. They're going to have a scavenger hunt. They're going to have balloon rides. American Legion's going to be there cooking. Lots of fun things to do that day. They're going to have individuals marching over from Franklin all the way to Waverly,
15 miles.
15 miles. And we're going to help them. It's all in support of the stone and the story. You'll have to go back and listen to the story as soon as I find my mouse. I don't know what I've done with it.
There,
Um,
I've seen it.
I got it. It was running from me.
You know, he has the craziest mouse with that
thing is
computer.
ridiculous.
Don't hate the mouse. That stone right there, the history is deep on that, and it has made its way from Afghanistan to right here in Martinsville, and it's currently at the memorial, and we need to do things to make it right. So it's a fixture there forever, and where the elements won't get it and damage it. And so that's what we're trying to. That's what Volitta's trying to do, and we're going to jump on that and help her out with that the best we can. And Teresa's one that normally always steps up for us.
Yeah.
And
Big supporter.
that's the stone that we're looking to help. And like I said, I get a hold of Bruce and other people, and and I'll call the horse soldier guys and see if they want to jump in.
Okay.
So
Thank you so much. Thank you all. That's
no guarantees on
here.
that, because they're running all over the country. But
Oh, I
at least
get
we're
it.
gonna. We've been told no before. We're not afraid to be told no. You know?
Yeah, me too. But thank you, everybody that's willing to help up there. I think Edna just put the link to the community foundation there. Is that what that is?
I don't want to click on it. It'll take.
It'll take you there.
Yeah.
I mean, it
It's-
won't take any of your
For-
money unless you get.
No, it might take me off.
It's your event.
Oh, it might
Yeah.
take you off.
it's the
Facebook.
Camp Fritsche
Okay.
2021. That's the
Oh, okay.
actual
Oh,
event
the,
page.
the Facebook event page, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Fantastic. And these people are the best supporters on the planet for everything we've done. And we just did a fundraiser for Wellspring and raised $10,000. And when you said that, I was like, here we go. So
You raise a lot of money for a lot of different places I've seen over the years here.
I think we're over 200,000 now,
Oh wow.
somewhere around there. I think we kind of
If
keep
we're
track.
not, it's got to be.
We
it has to be
kind of
close.
keep track of it, but we don't, because really the money's not irrelevant to us. As long as it gets to where it needs to go and
Mhm.
helps them out. We're going to try to do a big one at the end of the year that I spoke about last night. Is for children's cancer research, and we're going to try to run a 24-hour one.
Wow.
And
Well, the last one was 12.
Mic for 24 hours.
yeah,
The last one was 12, but we were kind of.
well, Matt's was 13 and a half.
Mhm.
And but I remember when we walked out of that studio, I don't think one of us was walking a straight line. We were so tired.
Yeah.
But so you're only looking. I mean, sure, you're not going to sit in front of the mic for 24 hours yourself, but we'll rotate shifts,
Okay, yeah.
and Ramey will come down, and he's an all nighter anyway. He can go 10 hours by himself, literally. So that's something we can do in the future, and we are going to do that this year. But this popped up.
We always talked about doing something for a cause like this.
And that was this is so
Yeah.
funny. And Corey brings it up. We wanted to do the 24-hour, but we couldn't decide Wounded Warriors or something like that.
Sure.
Or cancer research or research for children or something. And last night I come in here emotional because I had heard a story that just tore me up and said, we're going to do it for the children cancer research. And then today you're on, hey, you're going to do stuff for the heroes first.
So you're doing both.
Doing both. So,
Right.
by gosh, we'll make it work one
Thank
way or
you so
another.
much.
Anybody have any questions or comments? Do you have anything else you want to add?
I talked a lot already.
You know, you did fine, and it's all for that young man right there and his sacrifice that he gave to our country. For us to enjoy the freedoms that we still do today and the thousands before him. So, anybody got anything else? Beth, Corey? July 31st, Old Town Waverly Park. Get a hold of myself, Bethany, or Volitta. We'll jump on this with them. We need another 10 grand.
Well, we're halfway there.
Yeah. We're yeah.
For help, I mean,
we need 10 grand anyway.
Tanya's
So,
awesome.
they can maybe do it. Tanya's unbelievable.
oh, yeah,
So,
we'll get much.
yeah,
We'll go over that. We don't. Whatever.
it's not important.
Yep.
We'll get it.
So that's July 25th.
July 25th right here.
Yeah.
We'll
2
be
weeks
doing
from today.
and we're going to need baked goods this time, folks, on this.
Somebody
yeah.
get a hold of Tammy. We
Then
need
get
that.
your apron on.
Yeah.
We need that
Hopefully
lasagna,
more than just the
Tammy.
apron, I'm just saying. Yeah, somebody
Mama.
get a hold of Tammy and tell her we need the apron. I'll get a hold of Scotty.
Trooper, we need some.
Yes, cheesy
Cheesy-
potatoes.
Well,
from,
it's Scotty Tuesday night. Isn't it Tuesday night, guys?
what's
What's
Tuesday
Tuesday
night?
night?
Isn't it
Meeting
Tuesday?
for the Christmas.
Yeah, Timmy will be there too.
Beth, you just got a
Yeah.
good look.
It's Tuesday night.
Do I have to give a speech Wednesday?
What's Wednesday?
Oh,
I'll see Tim.
the Lions.
Is that this
The
Wednesday?
Lions Den.
Oh,
Thank you.
Is that this?
Am I giving a speech Wednesday,
I
Beth?
don't know, I can't remember.
She's throwing me under the bus and not telling me.
I don't remember.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, Edna's going right for
She tagged all right. Can't get it. Yeah, she's tagged
So
now.
Tuesday night we got that. Monday night we got Monday Music Hour.
Tomorrow
And we can
night.
talk about it on Monday Music Hour.
Yeah.
I will message Kat. There you go. There you go.
We need some of them rolls.
Thank you, Betty.
Or those maple bacon.
Oh, the bourbon bacon
Cupcakes,
ones or
is that
whatever
what
it is
she
she
Oh
puts in there.
yeah, those are good.
Good.
Oh
Ooh.
my gosh.
She tagged. There we go. Get the ball rolling.
Yep.
So
Busy week for you then,
Like I
huh?
said, we've
Yeah,
done
you-
a lot of things over the years here, but not for.
well, we're gonna change that this 2 weeks.
Everybody
Thank
has
you.
their own.
Well,
Okay.
good deal.
Thank
You so much for coming in.
for letting me come
It's an
in.
honor to have you in studio. You know that.
You-
It is.
He's bound and determined to make me cry, isn't he?
No, I just
Yes.
I was in, he was in, we know. And that young man's cut from a different cloth. And obviously he's got some pull that none of us know about because that stone made it through some serious bombs and made it back
imagine.
here to Martinsville.
Yeah.
So,
There was a bracelet. I almost wore it, but the soldier that brought this, they found one of those memorial bracelets on O.P. Fritsche, and then he when he moved down to Camp Keating, he had it by. He said he put it by his nightstand with his family's picture. He put Ryan's bracelet there, and after they bombed Camp Keating, and they went in because they was doing to look. He was kicking around in the dark where he slept. And he said it was all ashes. He said it was really just ashes, and he couldn't see. And something hit his foot, and he reached down and picked it up, and it was Ryan's bracelet. And now I will cry. But he said he knew that it wasn't just. He said that he knew that the spirits of the guys were up there watching him,
well, sure.
and was protecting them. So
It may not
he
be
brought
puffs,
it back
but
here
it'll
too.
work.
Well, I told him I'm country. I can do this. Paper towel, that's for everything. But
Yeah,
no,
bathroom,
it's-
kitchen.
you don't have to go that detail. But you might find some of that in my bathroom on occasion. It's better in a Sears catalog, right?
Steve said it's an honor to work for Volitta. There you go.
He's wanted me to come over here for a long time.
Steve has?
Yeah,
He don't like us.
he does. He loves you. I don't think he misses you. He tells me all about it. All your sports people.
I used to work with him.
I work with him now.
Well, I work with him at Twig, and he's a character.
Oh, he is a character.
Yeah.
And he's got the 5 to 8 shift. So every morning when I come in, I don't know if I should tell this or not because I don't like to tell political stuff, but Steve, I've ran for office on a Democrat ticket. So, I'm labeled because there's only like 2 in Morgan County. So he teases me. So every morning he makes my coffee. I don't tell him to do this. He makes the coffee. And I came in right before the election, and he's acting really weird. And he's like fixing my coffee, and he's holding his hand, and he's like messing with my coffee. And I'm like, what are you doing? He kept doing this. And I looked at him, he had a ring on, And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Something's up. And he said, he had bought a ring with Trump's face on it. And he said, now Trump's making your coffee every morning. I'm like, every day he puts that in my face.
Kevin coached Troy in football. Now, that was a minute ago. That's a long time ago.
That first son, Troy.
Yeah. Anyway. Steve's a good dude.
He is.
Well,
It's a lot
like I
of
said,
fun.
it's an honor to have you in here, and we were more than welcome. Jump on this and do what we can for you. So
Thank you.
didn't know this would come this way today, but
I didn't either. I didn't
But
expect it when.
that's the magic of open mic in Martinsville. That's what these people do. So thank you all so much. Corey, got anything you want to add? Bethany?
Nope. Thanks for watching.
Timmy?
Mm-hmm.
See you at the balloon ride, Betty.
Tell Tammy what
Bring
you
your camera.
Oh, tell Tammy. Is Tammy on here? There she is.
She's right there.
Tammy.
Heck yeah.
Timmy, you want to tell her?
Tammy, we need several pans of lasagna for Volitta's fundraiser.
Volitta's doing the fundraiser in here
2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
I
July
volunteered her.
25th.
Huh?
And
Oh, volunteer.
Tim.
Tim volunteered Tammy to put
Yeah.
the lasagna in here. So thank you. Thank you for bringing the lasagna in 2 weeks, Tammy.
Poor
Just a
Tammy.
couple pans. It's for the best cause available. As Timmy said, we've never done a Gold Star family, and I couldn't think of a better family to start with. So, Camp Fritsche. We'll get that stone taken care of. Okay, 2 pans.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just for you, Timmy, or are we going to auction those?
Tim may want one.
Auction one for the.
Right. All right.
Thank you,
She
Tammy.
did bring one in for us that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was, we
Oh
went
my
back there and
gosh.
ate that.
Yeah.
We all left the mics and went back in the back.
Well, at one time, no one from the group was running the show.
we were all eating lasagna.
Yeah, and then we walked outside, and I was like, there's Timmy, Andrew, Billy, everybody around. I'm like, who the hell's in there running the show? And I look in there, and it's Brian Collier, and they're auctioning stuff off for us. I was like, Someone please remind me of remind Tammy.
On it, I guarantee you. She's already said.
She
yes.
just said, someone please remind me, though.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Poor Tammy.
Do you, can we make a copy of this?
You can keep it. I brought some.
She brought others.
You know what I mean? To get it on the site.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even if we just have to take a photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it digital. I can just send
Okay,
it to you
yeah.
if that's easier.
Yeah. Just email it to me.
Yeah, and if you email it to her, then we can get it right on
Okay.
there. I hate to end it, but it was a
Do I
good
have your
show.
email?
Are we
I'll send
missing
it to you right
anything
now.
that, like,
I know.
the good selling foods that go in those auctions? I know lasagna, the rolls, brownies. What else?
Gray's pies.
Gray's
Yes,
pies.
Gray's pies. Who was
Yeah.
bringing those? Who was donating those?
Well, that was the League
was
of Miracles.
Somebody tagged Ron Fletcher.
No, it was Jeff.
No,
It was Jeff Price and Brad Rowe.
Brad Rowe and
Okay,
Jack
Brad
Price.
Rowe, that's right. But Fletcher was the one buying them. That's right.
Yeah. I was trying to think what else we had food wise. That
Make
was
sure we tagged Brad and Mikey.
English toffee from Me at the Dough. I mean,
right.
we sold that like crazy.
Yeah.
I thought we ate half of that before we sold it.
we ate a few pans.
All right. If we think of anything
Figure it
else, we'll
out.
add it.
The $1 million spaghetti.
Yes, who brought that?
Or
Oh,
the
that's
cheesecake from the April makes.
that's April. She
April
does
makes
both
the-
those.
April
Yeah.
makes
The $1 million spaghetti, and I'll message April.
And what? Cheesecake.
Yes,
Yeah,
she makes a
yeah.
cheesecake that weighs about 14 pounds somehow. I'm like, how do you condense it all into that? It's very, very good.
I'm getting hungry just listening to it. Maybe we.
Yeah.
Yep.
Billy could do some Billy O's pizzas too and subs like he did that one
He
time.
did do
Yeah,
Strong's one
Strong's
time.
I
one
Didn't
bought
time.
one of them.
yeah. And we can get Dean on a salmon
Or some.
or steak,
Or
one
whatever.
or two.
whatever,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, I am hungry. Salmon and steak.
Oh, he's a great grill master.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can.
Oh, we gotta get that new grill.
We got to
put
get the new
together.
grill set up too.
And
Yeah.
He'll be ready.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll make it happen. Thank you all so much, Volitta. God bless you,
Thank you.
and thank you for coming in, dear.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Just look at this.
Yep.
Thank you, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna message Kathy.
Yeah, tell her to start baking now, Michelle. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight.
Okay.
Right here, Betty. We'll just that Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah.
you want to do?
Bring it in here Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening.
Saturday, yeah.
Tell her to get that apron on.
She's already cooking.
Thank you, Julie.
Julie, thank you. We'll certainly get a hold of you on the tickets and stuff.
Okay.
Tomorrow night, Monday Music Hour with
Stella and
Tom.
Tom from Stella and Stella Luna and the Satellites.
Satellites.
And then also Isaac Moore. I don't know anything about him yet, but yeah, he'll be on.
So we,
It'll be a good show.
Yeah.
I'm going to
7
turn the air
o'clock.
conditioner down as we leave here, so Rob's cold when he walks in. So there you go, Bet Timmy. She's calling you out.
I can't see it. On
She
It
says-
says hi. Hello, Tim.
Betty does.
No pictures, Betty.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Awesome show. Thanks so much to our very special guest, and look forward to getting this accomplished. We will see you guys tomorrow evening, and then in 2 weeks, right back here for our auction. Love you guys. Have a great week tomorrow, starting tomorrow.